Happy Thursday. Today is April 16th, 2020. Miss Andrews is coming to you live from her brand new home that she just moved into. And I'm super excited this morning because today we get to start writing the fiction stories that we have been planning all week. Now, before we even get started, you're going to need to make sure you have all your materials. You're going to need a sharpened pencil with an eraser. You're going to need both pages of your organizer. You're going to need your beginning and your middle page because that's what we're doing today. Go ahead and make sure you have all those materials, and we'll get started in just a second. All right, now some of you may be saying, but Miss Andrews, I didn't get to finish my illustrations, or I didn't get to finish my organizer. So before you move forward with anything else in this video, you can pause it, make sure you finish your illustrations and your organizer so that you're all ready to go when you start your writing with me today. Go ahead and do that now if you need to. Okay, for the rest of you that are all set and ready to go, when you're ready to start writing, I want you to think about what your introduction should include. When I'm writing my beginning page, I want to start my story with that's right, bang! I want to start it with a bang. I want to hook my reader, and I want to bring them in. There are a few strategies on how to do this. You can start with a conversation. You can start with an interesting fact. Okay? You can start with presenting where they are. There are a few more strategies that I'm going to include for you on the screen. Okay, now you want to describe your character and your setting in a way that's clear and lets your reader understand what your story is about. So I'm going to grab my beginning page. Okay, I look at my illustration. I see my girl Melanie, who loves her city, Boston, and all the things she loves here. I'm looking at my organizer at what she likes and what she doesn't like, okay? And I'm locking this all in my brain. And lastly, I look at the setting, which their beginning is they're in Boston and the season is fall, okay? So, when I start my beginning, I can start off with a quote, which means something someone says. So, because I know my character, Melanie, loves her city, I'm going to start out by saying Boston is the best city in the world. Everything I need is right here, said Melanie to her dog one day on their walk in the park. Now notice how I used what she likes, going on walks with her dog, okay, loving Boston, to combine it into her expressing it out loud. So as the reader, when I read this, I know right away, wow, this girl loves her city. I wonder where this is going. And that's exactly what you want to do so that your reader wants to keep reading and find out. Okay, so let's keep going. I know, I look back at my organizer, my setting, it's fall in Boston. Okay? So I'm going to say, as she looked at all of the beautiful leaves changing color, she couldn't imagine being anywhere else. Again, this supports how much she loves her city, and it supports her setting, because I know that when the leaves change color, we are in the season of fall. Okay? See how I'm stretching out what I wrote in my plans? So my reader knows how my story starts. Right? Let's keep going. Here, meaning Boston, she was a boss, and I'm going to write that in all capital letters so people truly know. Okay? She was a boss. And you might be thinking, but how? And I'm going to explain that next. She played sports, had lots of friends, and even though she hated beans, she resented Beantown all day, every day, loud and proud. Okay? Now, Beantown is a nickname that people give for Boston. Boston is also known for baked beans, which is why Miss Andrews thought it was funny to put that she hated beans, even though she loved her city. Okay? You can think of ways to make your story fun as well. All right. So notice how I combined what she didn't like, which was beans, okay? And what she does like, playing sports, okay, and hanging out with her friends. I didn't take everything, I took some for my beginning, okay? So I introduced my character, which is Melanie. I introduced my setting, Boston, in the middle of fall. We know we have her dog, okay? You are not introducing the problem at all. That is going to come in your middle. And today, remember, we're only writing the beginning and the middle. Tomorrow, we'll be writing our end. So now I'm going to read my beginning to you, and as I read it, you're thinking, do I know and understand who the characters are, where they are, and what they're going through? Do I want to keep reading to find out what's going to happen in this story? Okay? Boston is the best city in the world. Everything I need is right here, said Melanie to her dog one day on their walk in the park. As she looked at all of the beautiful leaves changing color, she couldn't imagine being anywhere else. Here, she was boss. She played sports, had lots of friends, and even though she hated beans, She represented Beantown all day, every day, loud and proud. I'm pretty proud of that beginning. I don't want to give anything else away. I want to give just enough so my reader keeps going. So we just did our beginning together. You're actually going to do the middle on your own. Okay? Now, the middle is where you're introducing your problem. Again, we want to make our problem feel really exciting. And there are a couple ways to do that we learned about last time. You could write some of your really exciting words in all capital letters. You could use punctuation like exclamation marks. Okay, so I'm going to read you my middle, and then I'm going to put these pictures at the end, and you're going to use it as examples for when you write yours all on your own. I know you can do it. All right, here is my middle page. One day, as she was cleaning her room, her parents came in all excited. "Honey, we have big news," they said. Melanie swallowed real hard. Nervous, thinking about all of the possibilities of what this news could be. That means she's wondering what it could be. "Dad got a new job that will help the family, and we'll be moving to New York City," Mom said. She couldn't believe it. This is Melanie. Her picture-perfect Boston dream coming to an end. "I don't want to go. This is my home," cried Melanie. Her parents tried to reassure her, make her feel better. But it didn't work. And on the next day, all packed up, they started out driving to New York City. So from this, you know my problem is that Melanie doesn't want to move. She's upset. She's on her way to New York City. Okay? I notice how I use the exclamation mark to express how upset she is. Okay? All right? And this flows right smoothly with my beginning. I want you to think about that too. Your middle flowing with your beginning. All right, my friends. That is all we are going to do for today. As you're writing, I want to make sure you are writing in your neatest handwriting, and you are going from the beginning of the line all the way to the end, and you are writing inside of the lines, okay? When you are done, make sure you take a picture of your beginning writing page and your middle writing page, and you upload it to your class journal on Seesaw. All right, until tomorrow.